Hey guys, welcome to another First Impressions video here, this time on the VCORE 95 2023. It's been a highly anticipated one, and I was really excited to get this frame out on court. There are already a ton of great videos on YouTube about the specs and kind of general feedback about this racket, but this video in particular is going to be coming from the perspective of a player who has played with the last two iterations of the VCORE 95 for the last few years. So hopefully that makes it a little bit more unique. I have the 2021, 2023, and 2018 on court with me here today. For more footage of me playing matches and hitting with the last two versions, so the 2018 and 2021 versions, check out my other content and subscribe for more videos like these. Before I dive into my thoughts, here's some background on me. I'm a NTRP 4-5 player right now. I play generally aggressively from the baseline and like to take advantage of the rally early with my serve and forehand. I hit with a one-handed backhand and slice a significant portion of the time, trying to set up my forehand and protect my ad side. I've played with rackets that are pretty different and all across the board. The Velociti C10 Pro a while back, the first iteration of the Pure Strike, the old Technofiber T-Fight 315 Limited. More recently, rackets like the RF97 and Gravity Pro. I've really liked customizing my rackets in the past, but trying to get away from that to focus more on standardizing my equipment and focusing a little bit more on my game. The 2021 and 2018 versions here tested are weighted up to somewhere around 350 grams. The 2023 I played stock, just because I didn't have it for too long. I'll go over my thoughts on all three rackets here, starting with the 2021, moving to the 2018 version, and then finally to the 2023 version. I'll go over the positives for each first. The struggles, kind of downsides for all three are pretty similar, so I'll focus on those all together near the end. So the 2021, it's the frame I've been playing with for the last couple of years. The reasons I really like this frame: super high stability to weight ratio. I still preferred getting some lead on this and getting some weight in the grip to enhance some plow through. I prefer this in general just for the feel of the frame coming through the air, and I can definitely tolerate that higher swing weight myself. But I would say, it doesn't need a lot of weight to perform well. It's just a preference thing for me. You get great access to spin in the 95 square inch head. It plays a lot bigger than a 95, something more like a 98 for me. And then great serve, pop, and accuracy, which is huge for me. It's something I rely on to win points more easily. And feel through the air on the topspin one-handed backhand is great, and that's something that I echo for the 2018 and 2023 versions as well. The 2018 version, I felt when I took it out, was actually pretty unstable compared to the 2021 version, even when weighted up to a similar spec. I think though it does have the best feel of the three for those who like a crisper, still comfortable, and something that gives you more ball feedback. It's a little less muted than what Yonex did with the 2021 version. I think there is less power and maybe slightly less spin that I was getting out of the 2018 version compared to the other two versions, and I don't know, it's maybe because I haven't played with it in so long, but I did not jive with it after using the 2021 version for so long. I really don't think the small increase in feel that you get out of the 2018 version outweighs the significant edge in performance that you get through increased power, not a lot of loss of control really, and more spin. So I think the 2021 version was an easy switch for me after I tried that after using the 2018 version for a while. Finally, for my thoughts on the 2023 version, this new one here, I really wanted to like this frame. It was the main switch candidate for me going into 2023, and I did like it, but I don't think it was anything more than really liking the racket. So super similar in playability for me to the 2021 in terms of how the ball was coming off the frame, how the spin was reacting, how my opponent was feeling the ball. Like, everything was super similar across the two. I think maybe there's a slight edge in pop in stock form when compared to the 2021 version. And yeah, everything, the backhand was doing all right. The slice felt decent. it just felt super similar. The one big distinguishing factor for me was the feel. So there's a ton of flexibility in this racket around the throat upon impact, and combined with how muted this racket is, I don't know, I consider this kind of a downgrade from the 2021 version in terms of feel for me. I think the feel is more uniform in the 2021 version, and I've gotten used to more crisp feeling rackets after my last few rackets of choice. So I think the 2023 is definitely maybe more plush, a little bit softer, but not in a really pleasant way for me. Like I said, the flex is really focused in on the throat area, and I just didn't jive with it as much. Serving with the racket, as you can see here, was great though. Awesome pop, and really quick through the air, and decent accuracy, just like the 2021 version. Now for the downsides of all three of these rackets, I think feel on the backhand slice hasn't been great for me for any of these rackets. I haven't felt 100% with that shot, especially when compared to rackets like the RF97 or Gravity Pro. Instability on returns, I found that even with how stable it is for its weight class, I did find some instability in the head, and that's just a compromise for how quick it feels through the air. And then lastly, kind of feel. It's either a little bit too much ball feedback in the 2018 version, and a little bit too muted or flexible for me in the 2021 or 2023 version. So a bit of a trade-off for the performance you get out of these frames for me. My final advice here is, unless you really like the cosmetic and that more flexible feel that you get at the 2023 version, I recommend stocking up on the 2021 version if you like it, because the rackets perform super similarly, at least for me. And if you are curious about the racket that I did eventually go with, it's actually not a VCORE racket at all. So stay tuned for more information about that, and subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching. Happy hitting.